Hello viewers, welcome to CCR. Today, basic knowledge about protein ubiquitination will be shared because it is known that sharing of knowledge is very important for the growth, skill, and finally the productivity of science. This is a platform for those persons who love to think about science, think about cell cycle regulation. So please be with CCR and keep supporting. Protein ubiquitination. Ubiquitination, a post-translational modification, is characterized by the addition of ubiquitin moiety to the substrate protein. This post-translational modification regulates the function of protein in several ways. The fate of ubiquitinated proteins greatly varies depending on the number of ubiquitin molecules attached to the target proteins and also on the amino acids involved in the inter-ubiquitin isopeptide bond. The process of ubiquitination involves three main sequential steps. Number one, activation. Number two, conjugation. And number three, ligation. Activation is catalyzed by the ubiquitin activating enzymes, which is designated as E1. Conjugation is catalyzed by ubiquitin conjugating enzymes designated as E2, whereas ligation is performed by ubiquitin ligases and it is designated as E3. As the name suggests, E1, that is ubiquitin activating enzyme. This enzyme becomes active when ubiquitin moiety attached to it. This is an ATP-driven process. Upon activation, E2 or ubiquitin conjugating enzyme catalyzes the transfer of ubiquitin from E1 to the active site of E2. E2 is characterized by highly conserved ubiquitin conjugating catalytic fold or UBC fold. Now, another enzyme E3 come to the scenario. E3 or ubiquitin ligase acts as adapter protein. It holds ubiquitin conjugated E2 as well as protein substrate and transfer the ubiquitin moiety from the E2 to the protein substrate. Thus, E1, E2, and E3 enzyme cascade helps in protein ubiquitination process. Depending on the number of ubiquitin molecules attached to the target protein, ubiquitination process can be classified as monoubiquitination, multi-ubiquitination, and polyubiquitination. The fate of ubiquitinated proteins depends primarily on how many ubiquitin molecules attached to it. These are the respective functions performed by the proteins when they are monoubiquitinated or multiubiquitinated. And those are the functions of proteins when polyubiquitination occurs. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. All the best.